Hi everyone, this is Sharon with Learning the Lyre group, and today I wanted to respond to a question that we had in our group about what to do with your left hand. Um, normally, in the question, normally what the person does with the left hand is just really do a drone with it, and she's asking to see if there's any other way that she could use her left hand. And there's really quite a lot of way, but normally when we think about the left hand, we think of its job as doing the harmony and playing the chord. So we probably would play one bass note at a time, or we might play um, a two-note chord like a 1 and a 5, or a triad, or a 1 5 8. Those are the kind of things we think about that our left hands can do. But I wanted to give an encouragement to go ahead and explore a bit more and allow the left hand to take more of a lead role. Our left hand is not inferior to our right hand at all, and we can learn to use it and play melodies with it. So that's what I want to accomplish with this tutorial. This is going to be a very quick tutorial. It's not going to be a full music piece. It's just going to be the first few bars of Amazing Grace, and I just wanted to demonstrate how we can work with our two hands, reverse the roles, and work with them together to come up with a very beautiful sounding melody. So let me just reposition my camera and we'll get right to it. Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you what time signature Amazing Grace is at. It's 3/4 time, which means you get 3 beats per measure. This one in particular is in the key of C, which is great for our lyre because this is tuned to a C major scale. The first note is a pickup note with a G, and then it goes up to C, up to E, back down to E, and then back down to C and up to E again, D, F, A, G. That is the first line, and that's the phrase that we're going to be working with. The chords that you will need is a C major chord, an A minor chord, an F major chord, and a G chord. So if we place our left hand with your index finger on G, your thumb on C, and then we go up to the E with the thumb, and then our C, we pluck it with our index finger, and then back with the thumb to E, D, and then A, and then G. That's the melody. Again, let's do that one more time. Index, you have the G, thumb, you have the C, up to E with your thumb, and then C with your index finger, and then back up to A with your thumb, D with your index finger, and your middle finger will play the C, and then down to A with your thumb, and then G with your index finger. And again, if you prefer to use different fingers, go ahead and do that. Do whatever is comfortable for you. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it with the fingers that I think I will be using. You play it the way you want to do it. This is your song. And so for the first chord that we will need, the first bar has a C chord. I'm going to do an inversion. I'm going to put my middle finger on G, my index finger on C, and my thumb on E. Now I'm doing this because my lyre is limited and I want to have the full chord and all the notes in the triad on it, but I can't do that without moving up and affecting the melody, and I don't want to borrow the melody notes. So that's why I'm just doing an inversion. This is a second inversion of C. Again, the notes that you will need is G, C, E, and you can either pluck them together, you can arpeggiate it, you can roll it. Whichever way you prefer to do this song, I'm going to be using the block chord for this tutorial just to make it easy. So that's the first measure, the first bar, and then we go up to A minor, and A minor is done with A, C, E. We go down to F, which is F, A, C, and then up to G, which is G, B, D. Again, if you don't have all the strings on your left hand, you could just do one of the notes that belong to the chord. For example, you could just do a C, and you could just do an A, and then if you don't have the G below, you can pluck the B, because that B note is part of the G triad. And then you can go down to, if you need an F and you don't have that F chord, you can pluck the C or the A, because those are part of the triad. So you're not limited at all. Just because you don't have those strings doesn't mean you can't play this song. You just have to work with what you have. Okay, again, I'll say the chords again. For what I'm doing a C inversion, a C second inversion, A triad, F triad, G triad. Okay, so let's put all our fingers together. Again, I have the G with my index finger, my thumb is on the C, and I have my C second inversion. And I'm going to pluck my chord when I pluck the C, because this note here, the G, is just a pickup chord. Let's do this together. My thumb is now on E, and my index is now on C. And then when I go back to the E, I'm going to be plucking my A triad. My index finger is on the D, and my middle finger is now on the C, and now I'm preparing to put my fingers on the F triad. When I pluck that C, I'm plucking with the F triad. I go down to A with my thumb, or you could use your index finger if you want, and then your middle finger on the G. When I pluck this G, I'm plucking the G triad. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see what my left hand is doing, because I just realized I looked at the camera and my hand is hiding it. My right hand is covering it, so I'm gonna try to play the notes a bit higher and see if you could see that better. I apologize for that. I didn't realize it. I'm just concentrating on reading the music on the page. So let's try it again. Again, my left hand, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try and play it a little bit lower so you could see the two hands together. Okay, so G with my middle finger, or you could use your index finger, whichever one works better for you. Okay, A minor, F chord, kind of roll that one there. That's okay. So that's pretty much the G's of it. So as you can see, I play that whole line, the whole melody with my left hand, and it's not inferior at all with my right hand. It can easily play it with no issues, no problem at all. I can reach the notes as long as you're able to reach the notes with your with your left hand, then that's perfectly fine. Now, some of the higher notes you could see, I'm never going to be able to reach that with my left hand because this wood is blocking it. So in those cases where it's easier for me to maybe use my right hand, then I will go ahead and use my right hand and maybe reverse and have my left hand play the chord and have my right hand use the melody notes, because that's what makes sense. So really, when you're playing a music, you have to do and improvise and make sure that you are using your full instrument and you're working with what you have. Whether you use your right hand or the left hand, it's really up to you. And don't restrict yourself by saying, oh, my left hand can only do this, because that's not true. You can do a lot more. It just takes um, more experimentation and maybe even courage to step out of the boat and do something new. So that's my encouragement for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you want me to do a full Amazing Grace tutorial, let me know and I'm happy to do that. But really, for this video, I just wanted to give an encouragement to say that no, don't restrict your hand with just doing one thing with it. Step out, be creative, and do more. Your left hand is very capable of learning and doing more. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoy this and happy playing. Bye.